many years I was skeptical about ghost hunting, ghost tracking, ghost thing, as we call it in the business. But then, a few short years ago, I had an experience. I'm taping. Yes, dear. 1% of skim. Yes. All right. I've got to. Yes, I love you too. It was an experience that rocked my belief system, and it was shortly after that I suffered a bout of brain damage. So I don't remember what it was, but here I am, searching for those things that are unsearchable, saying things that are unsayable. My name is Professor John Challenger, and I have been investigating ghost paranormal activities for the last 11 years and 7 months.
My name is Tom Flittinger. I met Professor John Challenger approximately 5 years, 3 months, 6 days, 7 hours ago, more or less. I have been with him ever since that day.
My name is Sam Poser. I've been with the Ghost Hunting Adventurous People team for 8 months and 5 days. And I'm learning more than I ever thought possible about the paranormal and the spiritual world.
Together, as the team of ghost hunter adventuring people, we continue our search into the paranormal and the otherworldly. This week, we come to Salt Lake City, home of a world-renowned haunted basement, which, through our investigation, may shed light upon the world of the strange and ultra-normal. This is the house on Corkscrew Street. Before we get started with our investigation, we're going to get some history from the current owners.
Can I help you?
I am Professor John Challenger. These are my associates. We are from Ghost Hunting Adventurous People. We would like to speak to you about your haunted basement.
What haunted basement?
Have you lived in this residence very long?
All my life, practically 16 years.
How much experience have you had yourself with the haunted basement?
What haunted basement? Are you sure you got the right address?
Yes, of course we have the right address. I'm certain you have a basement, is that correct?
Yes, I do.
Would it come as a shock to know that it is a haunted basement?
Yes, it would. I've never had any problem down there.
Nonetheless, we would like to come in and investigate it. There's money in it for you. Thank you very much. Clearly, this young lady has had some traumatic experiences that have put her in denial. Now, before we go to the basement proper, I would like to point out this clock. These hands have not moved since the incident.
What incident are you talking about, Professor?
I don't know. Soon we shall go to the basement, where we shall spend the entire night completely alone.
Well, except for the two camera guys, Julie and Bob.
Well,
Yeah, and there's a director over there too,
We don't forget the two producers.
and the writer.
The makeup lady,
I believe the key grip is over there somewhere.
then the lighting crew.
so before we go, let us have an inventory of some of the ghost tracking devices which we shall be using. This is not only a flashlight, but it also picks up ultra-high sounds that only a ghost would make. Humans don't make those noises.
Professor, actually, I'm the new guy, but actually what this device will do is it detects electromagnetic waves caused by ghostly presences and will set off a buzz that will let us know when ghosts are in our presence.
Sam, the
Or-
professor's right.
Precisely.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's, keep it.
Okay.
Keep it. Yes. Now, it is a proven fact that ghosts can be seen if their image is trapped between two mirrors. Hence, although we shall be working in complete darkness using only infrared, we shall be using this device in order to see precisely where the spirits are at.
that's good. And
Well, this, my boy, would be a lantern.
but you said we'd be working in complete darkness.
When this is off, it is completely dark.
Yeah, complete darkness. We need light so we can move around in complete darkness. Hence, the light.
Yes, precisely.
Let's go. Shall we?
Yes, absolutely. We shall abscond to ghostdom. To the basement. At this point, there's no knowing what we might find or what dangers we may face. Tom, go ahead.
Professor?
Take the lead. Good man. Off you go.
Professor, this is where it all happened.
It's now 11:30 at night. 30 minutes from midnight. And as you can see, we are locked in complete and utter darkness.
Bob, camera one, you make sure your night vision's working, please?
Yeah, night vision is working just fine.
Julie, check camera 2 and make sure the night vision is on.
Yes, it's working just fine.
Professor, I think to start with, I'm going to go into the back part of the basement and I'm going to do some EEGT testing. See if I can provoke a ghost to come forward.
Capital idea.
It's hard to move in here because I can't see where I'm going as it's pitch black.
I think that Sam is correct. We should split up, each perform our own investigations. That way we can expedite learning the mysteries of this strange, unearthly place. What I'm going to do, I believe that I shall go that direction. I'm going to be using this device and using a prismatic mirror technique which checks the endocrinic properties of the sublimated thiatimaline's hypothalamus shell using the inner penguin shell's extra-dimensional, and as Van Droosen used to say, when are they not?
It's an excellent idea, Professor. I'm going to go that way. I'm going to take the latest edition of the LG XT3040 and try and locate some paranormal activity in this basement.
Brilliant.
Alright, it's really dark. It's hard to see my way around these corners. Bob, when you come through, be careful. It's hard to see. Bob? You just touched me, Bob?
No, of course
Bob,
not.
did you just touch me?
I'm running the camera. I can't touch you.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Did you feel as if someone touched you?
Something just touched me, Bob. If it wasn't you, then there is definitely a ghost down here.
Okay.
All right, Bob.
You're
come on.
creeping me out.
What I'm doing is placing 2 ectoplasm traps, which, after the end of the night, could well hold ectoplasm, which is what they're designed to trap.
Julie, you with me? All right. I understand from my studies that there's a ghost or apparition that lives in this part of the basement that likes to push women or scare little children or get physical with women. Well, here I am. I'm here. Why don't you try to get physical with me? Bring it on. Let's see how tough you are. I'm not afraid of you. Just because it's pitch dark in here and I can't see where I'm going, I'm not the least bit afraid of you. Why don't you bring it to me?
What Sam is using is a technique we call provoking. What he does is he provokes a ghost in order to elicit a response. Now, this technique is not new. It has proved extremely successful once in 1973, when it caused a ghost to actually utter the words, "Stop it."
Okay, it's still... Bob, you there? Still
Still
very
here.
hard to move. Very dark down here. Just got to feel our way along. Looks like there's a wall here. Bob, I have a really uncanny feeling that something's watching us from over my shoulder.
What I'm doing now is creating a triple prismatic effect with the 3 mirrors that I have here. Prism with the light, hoping to catch the spectral image of perhaps a doppelganger, or poltergeist, or something of an otherworldly form, you see. And again, as Van Droosen used to say, when are they not? It's the actual importance of the endocrinic properties, you see. And as we take the thiatimaline readings, which should be somewhere between 14.7 on the Eisenhower scale and 14.6, you see. And this is what we hope to accomplish and would be groundbreaking, very similar to a prismatic usage back in 1927 that never really occurred but became actually very close, you see.
You know, I'm here all by myself. I'm just one guy. You know, I'm not a woman or a little kid, but I'm just one guy. Let's see how tough you are now. Ooh! Oof! Oof! Can't believe you're hitting that guy with glasses. Oh! Is that all you got?
Hello? Don't be afraid. We're all friends here. No one is going to harm you in the least bit.
Alright, so here we are in the dark, clearly in the dark, trying to pick up spectral trails. This is the LG XT. Yeah, I believe this one is a 3024 model. What it does is it picks up spectral trails. We're just going to check some of these. I believe this is books. It's hard to see it. Oh, Bob. Bob, you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Clearly we've had activity here recently. Nothing over here, of course. And right about here, some spectral activity recently. Over here, nothing. Nothing through here. Oh, Bob. Bob, there's some more.
I see that.
Clearly we're getting some activity in this area.
Uncle! Uncle! Uncle!
Alright, so what we've been doing is using the sophisticated equipment of the LG XT 3024 to find spectral trails. Now what Sam's doing... Sam, ooh, the new favorite, Professor's new pet. Listen, I've been here for 5 years. 8 months, 6 days, and 10 hours. Well, 12 hours now. Then Sam shows up out of nowhere. He's been here for 8 months, 6 days, and 3 hours. And it's like I don't exist anymore. So I hope that ghost punches him right in the face.
Come on, man. Shake it off.
I don't want to hear it, Bob.
Rise above it. Come on,
Bob,
shake it off.
It's so hard to see. Bob, let's get out of here.
Oh, Julie, hey, you're back. I don't know what you thought you saw. What I was trying to do in that part of the basement was use a technique we call provoking. That's trying to get the spirits to interact with me. So I pretended to be getting victimized and beat up, but no ghost came, and I was all by myself the whole time over there. And so we're going to try some other techniques in another part of the basement, like over there. Let's go over there. Go now. Go. Like now. Go.
Boy, they got a lot of cool stuff in this basement. Have you had much in the way of activity?
Are you talking to me now, Professor, now that Sam's not around?
Oh, here we go, with the Sam thing. Always the Sam.
I'm just saying I've been here for 5 years. A little respect.
I grant you as little as I can. Have you found any type of phenomena?
I sure have, Professor. Did you hear that?
There it goes again. That, my dear boy, is an orb. An actual orb. Very rare.
An orb, Professor? It can't be. I've only seen these in old photographs, but the LG XT 310 is getting such powerful readings.
This, my boy, is a remarkable occasion. It's very, very rare to witness an orb not on film. Why don't we get rid of this orb? It could very well interfere with our investigational readings. Perhaps you should throw it up the stairs or something.
Is it safe to touch, Professor? It is an orb.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Just do it quickly. Yes, there you go. Well, don't just hang on to it. Throw it away, boy. I'd walk quickly if I were you. Perfectly safe, but faster's better.
Professor, it's hard to see. I'm having a hard time. It's so dark finding the stairs. Orb. I'm having a lot of pressure right now in my chest, Bob. It just started just instantly, just now. A lot of pressure, like somebody's sitting on my chest, but just have to keep moving, Bob. Keep moving. Bob, did you touch me?
No, I didn't touch you.
Sure you didn't touch me?
I did not. I'm working the camera.
Something just touched me, Bob.
I'm working the camera. I can't reach out and touch you.
pressure and something touching my back. We're close, Bob. Keep moving. Be careful. It's really dark. Really dark, Bob. Be safe.
Leave this place.
Hello? Is there anybody in here with us right now? Is there anybody in here tonight with us here at, let me turn my light on, 2 o'clock in the morning? It's pitch black and I'm doing my best to find my way here in this utterly dark basement. I would like for you to come forward and just converse with me. Maybe you could let us know what your name is. If you don't feel comfortable with that, if you could make a noise somewhere in the basement so that we know that you're here with us tonight. Okay, you're here with us. Could you move an object for me or give us some sign that you're actually here? I'm suddenly feeling very creepy. I've got goose flesh. It's almost as if I feel almost very panicky. Julie, are you feeling that at all? No, it's just me. I'm suddenly feeling the urge to bolt out of this basement, but of course I can't because we're locked in. But I'm suddenly feeling very, very uncomfortable. Let's move on to another part of the basement.
At the beginning of our investigations here in this basement, I placed 2 ectoplasmic traps. Let's look and see if we've found anything. Apparently we have. This is proof right here of contact with the supernatural. This is actual ectoplasm, and apparently we have trapped very successfully. What we need to do now is take this back to our command center for evaluation and study.
Oh, Bob, was that you?
Me what?
Something just touched me. Was that you?
It's not. You keep asking. It's not me.
Are you sure? Because
I'm sure. Just
something just touched me again.
I didn't
Bob.
touch you.
It's getting crazy down here, Bob. All right, let me regain my composure for a second. Now, what I'm doing, I'm using the LG 5062.35. And what it does is it takes the ectoplasmic energy in the area and converts it into audible speech. So let's just see what we can get out of this.
Leave this place.
Bob, was that you?
No.
Did you say something, Bob?
I did not. Did you hear me say anything?
I'm asking you, did you say something?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, Bob, let's go. Be careful, it's dark. Safety first, Bob, but let's get out of here.
Well, dawn is upon us, and our investigation draws to a close. Tom? Sam? Come meet me in the main room, if you please.
Professor, I've done a very thorough investigation of the area. With dawn approaching, it's probably best we leave.
My investigations, I can't do any more. I think we've pretty much canvassed this whole basement. I think it's time to...
Yeah, let's go ahead and go.
Yeah, let's go.
We've now had a day to review our findings. Let's review what happened. Let's begin with the newest member of our team, Sam.
Other than some oppressive feelings, goose flesh, things like that, I had no contact with any spirits whatsoever. Nothing. Nothing came anywhere near me. I was all by myself the whole time.
Sam, what's wrong with your eye?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with my eye. It's fine. Perfectly fine. I'm just tired.
It's unfortunate that you didn't have any actual contact. That's too bad. Well, let's move on to Tom, shall we?
Professor, it's a shame that Sam had no real contact, because on the LGXT 325.63, I had quite a lot of high spectral readings. Also, I was pushed from behind a number of times. And at one point, my chest became quite tight with quite a lot of pressure on it, almost like somebody was sitting on my chest. But I pushed forward and continued my evaluation and my studies, and even used the speech function on the LGX3 574 to get some voice readings as well.
So now we turn to my findings, which I believe are very, very interesting, even exciting, dare I say. This is one of the ectoplasm traps of which I set at the beginning of our little foray into the unknown, and at the end I find that it contains a substance which may be ectoplasm. It may not, but it may be ectoplasm. You say, very exciting, very, very interesting, makes things worthwhile completely. And then we turn to this. This was possibly the greatest tool at my disposal throughout the investigation. This is the double prism mirror device. And what happens is you have this spirit shape which is trapped between two. It goes right here and then it comes out here and able to see it. You say, I didn't. But it causes one to be able to actually see spirits. Now we have many weeks still of covering our findings, fine-tuning our discoveries, and some would say perhaps that in the end what we find is inconclusive. Or is it? Many years I was completely skeptical about ghost hunting, ghost searching, ghosting, as we say in the business. And then I had a strange...
And action. Don't know what you're going to say, do you?
Say something.
Yeah. It was going so...
About many years.
Action.
For many, many years I was...
You want to try that one again? Let's just back up a little bit.
Apparently I do. Saying things that are unsayable. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, sorry.
Does anyone have 911 on speed dial?
My name is Tom Flittinger. I met Professor John Challenger, I don't know, 5 years, 3 months, 6 days, and 7 hours ago, approximately. Sorry.
This isn't going so well, so... My name is Sam Poser, and I've been with the ghost hunting adventure... I don't even know what I'm talking about, so just hold up, I'll just do it again.
Ghost hunting what?
Ghost hunting adventurous people. My name is Sam Poser. I've been with the... My name is Sam... Stop, just keep going, just keep...
This week
I think you're supposed to close the gate, though.
Close behind you.
You're right after that. This week...
You didn't close the gate again.
It's a hand thing. This is the house on Bethesda Street. We're going to get some history from the local owners. Of course they're local, they live here.
Julie, check camera 2, make sure the night vision is on. You're making me seasick. Ooh, okay.
Labyrinth of mystery. I'm going to perform the anachronic properties with the sublimated timelines, pyramidic mirrors. You say, so I'm going... Sorry.
Thanks for messing that up.
Is that your wife?
No. Excellent idea, Professor. I'm going to take the latest edition of the LTXG 350 .73-ish and go that way. Try and locate a ghost.
Brilliant.
Not really what we wanted you to say, though. Not really what we had other things for him to say, but we don't have a script. We don't really have a script, so it doesn't really matter.
So what?
Uncle! Uncle! That's enough of that. I feel like an idiot.
Leave this place.
Yeah, it didn't work.